You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the White House tonight, where President Biden just wrapped up speaking on the situation in Afghanistan after multiple explosions early this morning outside the airport in Kabul. The Pentagon says at least a dozen U.S. service members were among those killed and 15 more wounded. They also say U.S. forces are prepared for more attacks. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. The president says he blames Islamic extremists for the attacks and vows to avenge deaths, saying, quote, "We will hunt you down and make you pay." Steve Dorsey is at the White House with the latest, and we do want to warn you, some of the images you're about to see in this report are graphic and may be disturbing.
CBS News has obtained these graphic images of bodies floating in a canal outside of Kabul's international airport after 2 explosions and reports of gunfire. Another video shows a man carrying what appears to be the lifeless body of a child.
2 suicide bombers, assessed to have been ISIS fighters, detonated in the vicinity of the Abbey Gate at Hamad Karzai International Airport and in the vicinity of the Barron Hotel, which is immediately adjacent. The attack on the Abbey Gate was followed by a number of ISIS gunmen who opened fire on civilians and military forces.
Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said in a statement, quote, "We can confirm that a number of U.S. service members were killed in today's complex attack at Kabul airport. A number of others are being treated for wounds. We also know that a number of Afghans fell victim to this heinous attack."
President Biden met with his national security team in the Situation Room in the aftermath of the blast. Several planned White House events, including the president's meeting with the Israeli prime minister, were postponed.
But I think our mission remains. We're still committed to flowing people out up until we terminate operations at some point, towards the end of the month.
Lawmakers say U.S. forces should stay until the evacuations are complete.
Leave no one behind enemy lines. No one.
The State Department had issued a warning overnight for Americans to stay away from the airport based on intelligence reports of a credible threat. Steve Dorsey, CBS News, the White House.
The Biden administration says it has evacuated more than 100,000 people from Afghanistan since the end of July. CBS News confirms 2 members of Congress traveling to Kabul were denied permission to land their plane. And we're still waiting to hear whether the 1,100 Minnesota National Guard soldiers serving in Kabul are okay after today's bombings. The soldiers are helping with airport security alongside active duty Army and Marine units. The Guard members are also providing humanitarian assistance to people evacuating, including U.S. citizens and Afghans. Public affairs personnel were unable to provide an update on whether the Minnesota Guard members are safe. They didn't know when that information would be available. Congressman Pete Stauber says he's heartbroken by the loss of our U.S. service members. In a statement, Stauber said he's praying for families now dealing with this devastating loss. He blames the Biden administration for what he called the botched withdrawal of U.S. service members. As the Greenwood fire grows in size, so does the number of people fighting it. 26,000 acres are now burning near Isabella. The southeast side of the fire grew by about 5,000 acres in the last 24 hours. There is no containment. As we first reported last night, about 70 buildings have been destroyed, including 12 homes and cabins, and 3 others are damaged. But more structures are in the fire's path. That's why 476 people are now involved in fighting the flames. Structure-wise, this is the most destructive Northland wildfire since the Ham Lake fire in 2007. Thankfully, we have no injuries to report. And tonight, another public meeting is being held in Finland for those looking to learn more about the Greenwood fire. CBS 3's Natalie Grant is in Finland ahead of tonight's meeting. Natalie, what are they hoping to address?
Well, Kristen, as we know, the last 24 hours have been pretty devastating for some homes and cabins in this area. We now know that 12 of them were destroyed by the Greenwood fire. Now, tonight, this community meeting is to inform and update the community on the firefight and answer any questions that they may have. Well, joining us tonight is Matt Pullman here with the Lake County Emergency Management Team. You're the manager on there. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Well, first off, what has kind of your guys' role been throughout this Greenwood firefight here?
So as the Lake County Emergency Management Director, I just try and interface with the public and answer any phone calls that they have. So my number is listed as kind of the emergency hotline and answer questions about evacuations and any questions that the public might have about the fire, and then also liaising with the Type 2 team that's in Isabella at the command post there, and just trying to do anything I can, really.
Absolutely. And so with those 12 structures that were lost, what can you kind of tell us about them? Were they homes, cabins? How would you classify them?
So there were mostly were cabins, seasonal recreation, but that doesn't mean that no one was living in there. And obviously, a lot of these cabins have been in people's in people's families for a long, long time. So any loss is obviously devastating, and I know all of us are concerned about that, and obviously our hearts go out to all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And last question here, what's kind of the main goal of tonight's meeting? I know we've had a couple of these in the past. What do you think the main objective is tonight?
So they're just trying to update the community as much as possible, make them aware of kind of the fire behavior, of what their plans are to attack the fire in the future. And obviously a lot of people are still evacuated, so it's affecting residents very heavily. So they just want to make it as transparent as possible as what their techniques are.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Matt, for joining us tonight. Now, that meeting will also be streamed on the U.S. Forest Service Facebook page, the Superior National Forest. If you'd like to follow along live, it starts at 6 o'clock. We'll also have updates coming up tonight at 6 and 10 o'clock. For now, I'll send things back to you, Kristen.
All right. Thank you, Natalie. 2 fires burning in the Boundary Waters seem to be slowing. The John Eck fire, burning south of Little Sag Lake, remains about 1,500 acres. After more than doubling in size Monday, the fire stayed steady for 2 days. And that fire has forced the closure of the upper portion of the Gunflint Trail and put residents in pre-evacuation mode. Meanwhile, the Whelp fire northwest of Sawbill Lake also showed no growth. It remains at 50 acres. Firefighters and resources are being moved into the Whelp fire today. The John Eck fire will continue to be monitored by air. Minnesota's governor spoke publicly about the Greenwood fire for the first time today. Those comments coming during a briefing with those leading the charge against the worsening wildfire situation in our region. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us now in studio. Quinn, how is the governor hoping
use more bulldozers to help clear debris, along with food and water for the firefighters. Walz said he knows it's an exhausting job, but he's grateful for the hard work they're putting in.
Saving lives as you've done, protecting our firefighters, their lives and health, that's a real success. We hate to see loss of property, but we can rebuild, but keeping folks safe.
And as those crews continue battling the Greenwood fire, Connie Cummins with the U.S. Forest Service added they're closely watching the John Eck fire that Kristen just mentioned in the Boundary Waters. She called it a time bomb that could explode under the right conditions. Governor Walz said Minnesota has received support from leaders across the country, including Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, who offered Wisconsin's help if it's needed. Last week, Walz also activated the Minnesota National Guard to help battle the fires, which Forest Service officials say has been a huge help as they continue battling those fires.
All right, Quinn Gorham in studio for us tonight. Thanks, Quinn. Well, Minnesota State Senator Tom Bach represents much of the impacted area. In a statement, he said his heart goes out to people who lost their property, and he thanked first responders. Bach added he's committed to doing everything he can to support the region. Well, Dave is here for a quick check of the weather. Dave, a little bit of rainfall, at least earlier today, but we could certainly use more.
Well, it's just starting. You know, from here in Duluth, past half hour or so, we've had some pretty decent sprinkles coming across. We need more than sprinkles, and there's a chance this weekend we'll get that. But starting tonight, on one hand, it's not a great night to get out and do anything. Air quality alert now covers all of eastern Minnesota and much of northwestern Wisconsin through Friday afternoon, tomorrow about 3 o'clock. Now, we also have an easterly wind kicking up towards 10, 20 miles per hour. It means a small craft advisory in effect for Lake Superior tonight. Not a great night for boating and not good for swimming either. Those same winds are creating the chance for rip currents, so beach hazard alert in effect here for Duluth and Superior. But on the other hand, all this trouble right now is being caused by rain coming in and the wind kicking up. That's a great thing. We've got rain chances tonight and more rain chances all the way through Sunday. Eyeing up the short-term forecast, if your town hasn't gotten any yet, 50% chance tonight, bumps up to a 60% chance. Tomorrow stays around 60% through Saturday, and rain totals could be fair spread over those 2 days. We'll take a look at that latest chart in more detail in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, it's hard to believe, but September is next week, and one county in Wisconsin is encouraging you to spend the new month exploring. Details as we take you around the Northland after the break.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Hungry for something hot and juicy? Maybe. Breaded by hand? Sounds steamy. Nestled between two toasted buns? Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Stunning new video tonight from inside the Greenwood fire. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham joins us now live from Highway 2.
The air is just so thick around us.
The BWCA is now closed. We're getting an inside look at the efforts in Ely tonight at 6.
There is no containment, and what was feared by Superior National Forest leaders late last week is now happening.
When news matters most, continue watching live, local CBS 3.
Hungry for something hot and juicy? Maybe. Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Duluth tonight where you can see the waves rolling in. The Duluth Fire Department has issued a warning for dangerous swimming conditions, and they're asking everyone to stay out of the lake until at least 10 o'clock tomorrow. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. The end of a more than 200-mile bike challenge in Superior and a new way to explore the Redhead Mountain Bike Park in Chisholm. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland city by city. We start off in northern Iron County, Wisconsin tonight for second annual scavenger hunt extravaganza. Starting September 1st, the region will kick off the Explore Northern Iron County Backyard Adventure Month for all residents and visitors. Participants can earn points throughout the month by tracking down as many of the 19 locations as possible. At the end of the month, 4 winners will be selected for prize baskets worth hundreds of dollars in outdoor and local gear. We'll have a link for the Clues booklet on our website. Next, we head to Superior, where a 2.5-month challenge is wrapping up with fun for the whole family this Sunday. The YMCA's Together We Ride 240-mile bike challenge closes Sunday, and the community is celebrating. The wrap-up will feature a bike rodeo, obstacle course, and the first 75 kids to arrive will receive free bike helmets and water bottles. The challenge aims to inspire youth in cycling and the importance of exercise. And we wrap up in Chisholm tonight, where the Redhead Mountain Bike Park added additional services to its already fun lineup. Beginning today, the park will now offer public canoe and kayak rentals at the new floating dock. The dock was installed August 17th by the Minnesota Discovery Center with a grant from the Chisholm Community Foundation. Currently, there is no public access to the mine pit, but they are doing shuttles on the hour every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For more information on the new dock and rentals, you can head to our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, businesses along the Gunflint Trail are continuing to prepare as the threat of wildfires goes on. Their message to customers and visitors in just a few minutes.
As clouds went up today, temperatures came down. 68 was the high, 74 is the norm. But those clouds are bringing rain, dribbling right now, but could pick up in intensity for Friday and even Saturday too, with follow-up showers on Sunday. Hopefully we get what we need, we so desperately need. And we'll talk about how much could fall coming up after our break.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about is not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
Uh-oh, that food container won't contain your food, so you mess with cling wraps and foil, hoping food won't spoil. Well, not anymore. Now there's Stretch and Fresh Containers, the amazing food storage containers with stretch and fit lids that let you store more. Even the odd-shaped foods you couldn't put in containers before. Just stretch over the food and snap lock the lid to keep food fresh. There's even a freshness date dial to track storage time. It comes in the sizes you need to store all the foods you want with amazing storage capacity. It's freezer and microwave safe, and the containers nest for compact, stacked, space-saving storage. And right now, the 6-piece set is yours for just $19.95, and the shipping is free. But wait, call now and we'll double the offer and send a second set. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-378-1232 or go to trystretchandfresh.com. That's 1-800-378-1232 or order online at trystretchandfresh.com.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
Welcome to the Kelly Clarkson Show! This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart? The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, now Wisconsin's being included in the air quality alert, so we're taking a live look at what's going on in Ashland, and the sky is a little bit hazy, all right, from smoke crossing Lake Superior from those northern Minnesota wildfires, and of course also from low pressure systems creating a top cover of hopefully rain-producing clouds. We've been getting some sprinkles at least here in Duluth. Hopefully we get more than that over the next couple of days and some decent rain totals come across. I'll show you the latest estimates here in just a bit, but right now we take a look at the current conditions coming in from Duluth International. So it's cloudy in Ashland and it's cloudy over Duluth and Superior as well. Current temp at the airport is 62. Relative humidity 84%, so that helps fight the fires back a little bit. We can make the atmosphere moist. It helps stunt the growth of surface ground fires. Easterly, northeasterly wind, though, going 15 miles per hour is not helping the process. And, in fact, easterly winds could go 10 to 20, at least through tomorrow. Current air pressure at the surface is high at 30.18 inches of mercury, but we can see lower pressure starting to take over aloft, and it should slowly thicken and decrease towards the surface given enough time, and we do have all weekend to do this, luckily. Current temps 68 to 71 in the Upper Peninsula, 63 to 68 for northwestern Wisconsin, and in Minnesota it's as cool as 55 up the Gunflint, which should be good for fighting those BWCA fires, make it cooler, more comfortable for the firefighters. And then we're looking at the warm spot seems to be 68 degrees for our friends down towards Moose Lake. Similar temperatures with us again tomorrow. Now let's get into the Doppler map. Potentially 3 low-pressure systems will be affecting our area from now through Sunday, and this first one is coming in from the southwest. And like so often happens, it looks fairly impressive to the west, and then it runs out of steam once it runs into our very dry atmosphere here in our neck of the woods. But despite that, we have been getting a few sprinkles, and hopefully then we saturate the atmosphere where more rain can fall out of the sky. And again, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We have 3 chances. Here's that first one approaching from the southwest, as I mentioned, but it's backed up by another low over towards Wyoming and another low in Idaho. So through Sunday, upwards of 60% rain chances each day. And as far as the first day goes, how much rain could we get? This chart looks pretty enthusiastic. It looks like, you know, if we dial down the enthusiasm just a touch, through Friday night here, we could get a ½ inch to even an inch for a lot of our towns. Some of those places pushing towards 2 1/3, like Watersmeet, again, maybe glitches in the input and the data here that feeds these models. But it still is exciting to have a chance for something that'll try to really come across. Coming across tonight, 50% rain chance in Minnesota with lows in the 50s. For Wisconsin and Michigan, 60% rain chance, lows in the 50s. Tomorrow, 60% rain chance for Wisconsin and Michigan, highs 66 to 71. Minnesota highs about 62 to 70, 60% chance for rain, and it's a 60% chance on Saturday as well. Then comes Sunday, 40% chance for follow-up showers. Then after that, we will clear up and warm up a little bit and dry up too, at least till our next shot next Thursday.
Okay, thank you, Dave. As crews continue to monitor fires burning in the BWCA, residents on the Gunflint Trail remain in the ready zone in case the situation gets worse. CBS3's Kendall Jarbo shares how business owners on the trail are feeling about the situation and their message to customers.
The Gunflint Lodge and Outfitters is in the pre-evacuation zone. They're ready to leave if needed, but remind customers, as of right now, it's still safe to come.
John Fredrickson owns Gunflint Lodge and Outfitters. He's not too worried about the fires right now. Fredrickson says after the Ham Lake fire tore through portions of the Gunflint Trail in 2007, people made it a priority to have a sprinkler system. While the closure of the BWCA prompted some customers to cancel their trip, Fredrickson says everyone is keeping a positive outlook.
Most people have a pretty good attitude toward it. They understand that it's not something that any one person has done, you know, intentionally. So people roll with things pretty good.
The Gunflint Lodge has fire suppression equipment in place. They're running the sprinkler system every day, wetting the ground and making sure it's working properly.
Fredrickson said he's talking with his customer through their options. Some have chosen to rebook. Others are continuing with their trip as planned.
Thanks, Kendall. Coming up at 6, we hear from a woman who worked at Gunflint Lodge during the Ham Lake fire of 2007. She recalls the evacuation experience and shares her outlook on the current fires tonight. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets on this National Dog Day. And today's pet comes to us from Range Regional Animal Rescue in Hibbing. This is Josie. She is a 1.5-year-old Shepherd Husky mix looking for a fun new home. Our friends at the shelter tell us she is a lover. She loves people, loves to play, loves other dogs. But what she doesn't love is cats or small animals. But she cannot wait to meet her new family. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Josie, you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, it was the first day of the Great Minnesota Get Back Together. We are live at the fair next.
During the Labor Day event at Home Furniture, you can get a king-size bedroom suite for the price of a queen. Like this king bedroom suite, now just $1,499. Plus, no money down, 3-year special financing, and free shipping. King comfort, queen price at Home Furniture.
Hi, I'm Jimmy J.J. Walker. If you're on Medicare, listen to this. I called the 1-800 number to see what extra Medicare benefits I could get. An actual person answered, looked up my zip code, and boom, I was offered extra benefits like dental coverage, including dentures, extractions, fillings, plus prescriptions, transportation, meals, and so much more, all at no additional cost. And then I asked about the benefit that adds money to my Social Security check. And get this, I'm entitled to an extra $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year added to my Social Security check. And I was like, dynamite. Call the 1-800 number on the screen and see what you may be entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-919-1340. That's 1-800-919-1340 now.
Don't be fooled. Not all internet is created equal. At Mediacom, we have an incredibly advanced fiber-rich network. We don't just advertise fast speeds, we're proven to over-deliver on them. So you get more than what you pay for. And unlike many providers, we have hundreds of people who constantly monitor our network to keep you connected and protected. So let's talk. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 for only $34.99 a month for a year. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
The most important value at Schwabel, Getz & Sieben is our commitment to our clients.
My team at Schwabel, Getz & Sieben was incredibly responsive. Anytime I had a concern, I would have an answer almost immediately. And often those answers provided great comfort. That allowed me to take care of myself, take care of my son, and put my life back together again.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwabel.com.
Coming up Friday on CBS3 this morning, we have a recap of day one of the Minnesota State Fair.
And I'll continue tracking our rain chances through the weekend, as well as a look at our temperature outlook.
So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
It's going to be perfect.
This summer, your favorite celebrities return to their hometowns.
It means the world to me to be back in Boston.
And get to work.
I'm going to just call you Demo Girl. This is for every guy who ever played.
We got that in slow-mo. Welcome to your new home.
Oh, man. It's a new beginning.
I don't even know what to say.
This is just unbelievable. Sheer happiness.
Secret Celebrity Renovation. New Fridays or stream anytime on CBS.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $800 off select Beauty Rest mattresses and adjustable sets with free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Plus, get no money down, 6-year special financing. Beauty Rest Labor Day mattress savings at Home Sleep Express.
The Great Minnesota Get-Together has returned after being canceled last year because of the pandemic. And it was off to a cool and dry start. Then the rain hit, but now things are looking bright and fun out there. Maria Bray with our sister station in Rochester joins us live at the State Fair. Maria, how's it going out there?
Hey, Kristen, it's going great. It's a great day to be at the opening day of the Minnesota State Fair. Thousands of hungry and happy people eager to be here to see all that the fair has to offer. I'm going to step out so you can look around at all these people. Now, it's not too crowded for opening day, and we think the weather may have something to do with that. And we're on the intersection of Dan Patch Avenue and Lincoln Street, right in front of the French fries and the fresh lemonade and those fried pickles. Now, there are over 300 vendors here with more than 500 options, food options to choose from for every type of eater. Now, as far as some of the things that are new this year, I have with me, this is from Nordic Waffles. Okay, it's a waffle right here wrapped in an ice cream sandwich with sprinkles and popcorn. Over here is a waffle with mac and cheese and some chicken, right? Fried chicken on top. And so it looks amazing. I had to flip the ice cream over because I did take a bite earlier. I didn't want to show that, but it is amazing. It's great. Come, you can find Nordic Waffles here at the State Fair. So in Falcon Heights, Maria Bray, KBJR. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much. Enjoy that food. It looks delicious. And we will be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Just like gray hair, cataracts are a common side effect of aging. A cataract is the natural clouding of the lens inside the eye. At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, our board-certified ophthalmologists offer cataract surgery to help you see better longer. Our team will work with you to create a pleasant surgical experience and a great surgical result. Call now to learn more about cataract surgery and to schedule a cataract evaluation at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Do you live
listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology, many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-758-1647. Again, that's 800-758-1647.
When we talk about quality journalism, we're not talking about a once-in-a-while thing. Our team of experienced award-winning journalists has one goal: to tell the most compelling, honest, and accurate stories that impact you and your community. Because this is our home, too. Live, local, CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Thursday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned the latest after a horrific day in Afghanistan. In a special address, President Biden said he blames Islamic extremists. And tonight at 6, we'll hear from a woman who worked at Gunflint Lodge during the 2007 Ham Lake fire. That's your news at 5. We'll see you at 6.